Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon X. As I mentioned in my Lucky Egg story, 23 is my lucky number, and this is episode number 23, so let's make it a good one. And I think we're going to start by trying to find some warmer clothing, because my character looks a bit cold right now. You can actually see his breath, and it's obviously snowing. It's not laying on the ground yet, but yeah, it definitely looks a bit chilly outside. So what I actually discovered is that apparently what clothing the stores sell depends on the day of the week. So I found a list of the different cities that have boutiques. So real quick, I'm going to fly around and try to find one that's selling some kind of wintry looking clothing. So Santaloon City, a city we haven't been to in quite some time, but apparently they have a boutique. So let's try there first. Hopefully it's cheap stuff too, because I don't want to spend all my money just on clothes. And it's right next door to the Pokemon Center, so that is quite convenient. I'm not going to waste any time looking at the exhibits. Let's just go right to the booth, or the fitting room. Alright, I already have the zip jacket. Do they not sell any jackets? Seems like they don't. Do they sell any pants? No, they don't really sell much here, do they? At least not much that I don't have. They have a button accessory of all different colors, a feather, but I really don't want a feather. Alright. Does not seem like we'll be spending any of our money here. So the next shop will be Lumio City, which I think we were in yesterday, which means it has probably changed items by now, hopefully to some stuff that is a little less expensive than it was last time. Because I don't think we have quite enough money to buy any of those $100,000 jackets. And I think it's, let's see, Prison Tower, Pokemon Center. You can fly to 3 different locations in Lumio City. It's based on the 3 different Pokemon Centers. And I seem to recall, even though I don't have my map open at the moment, that the boutique was in the lower half of the city. Okay, where's the main avenue? Is this it? I think this is probably the right way. Boutique. There we go. I was right. Let's see what they have for sale. Oh, this is the ladies' floor. Us guys have to walk upstairs. If I can even get inside the room. Oh, you click on it, right. I gotcha. Okay, let's see. Still seems to be incredibly expensive. Like, that looks nice and warm, but unfortunately we cannot afford it. Alright, on we go. Let's try Sillage City and Levere City are the other two that might have clothing we could use. It's a shame that it's so expensive too, because otherwise I would probably buy that jacket. Looks nice and warm. Alright, Chattit. I know you're tired of carrying us around, but we got places to go and things to do there. Sillage City that's Comarine City. Shalor City, which one is Sillage? That one is Sillage City. Bit of a tongue twister there. It would kind of make sense if like the colder cities had the colder clothing, but I'm not sure there's really a correlation there. Especially since the items apparently change. Now we just have to find where the boutique is. That's the bicycle store. There it is. You can see the little sign hanging off it. Hopefully there's something warm and cheap here. Zipped jackets, that's a little warmer, but it's basically the same as one I have before, it's just green instead of blue. I wonder if like the color doesn't change the price, but the type itself does. I don't know, maybe we could sell some items and try to buy one of those jackets. I just don't like the idea of spending all my money on character clothing. Especially when we may need it for, I don't know, TMs or something useful. But let's check out the last store. Anistar City. I don't think we've been there yet, have we? No, that'll be our next destination. So Levere City is going to be the last chance then. And we were actually there earlier today, so I don't know if there's going to be anything interesting there. We can check one more time though to be sure. And the boutique must be up in the northern half somewhere. That's not it. That, of course, is the gym. Those are just houses. That's a cafe by the looks of it. Pokeball Studio. Here's the boutique. They seem to normally be located pretty close to the Pokemon centers. Alright, we can get a striped shirt, a V-neck. I already have one of those. Yeah, alright, seems like if we want a nice warm jacket, we're going to have to spend some money on it. Just like in real life. So we do have that golden nugget, though. Or big nugget, whatever it's called. So we could probably sell that for some money. Let's see here. What does he sell of those things? We might have some of them we could sell for some money, too. Alright, so it doesn't really say how much these things sell for. Master Ball, I wonder how much that sells for. Or a Gengar, right? I wouldn't really mind selling that. 100, not going to sell that for 100. And he actually can't buy that. Can he buy these? He will, but doesn't pay very much. A Moonstone. I'm just worried I might end up using some of these. Jaw Fossil? Heartstone. 50 apiece. Alright, let's sell the Firestone. We can always buy more of those. Leafstone, same thing. But we've really got to sell some big items. We can sell that Power Herb back. Or wait, never mind, that's not the herb I'm thinking of. Probably can't sell the Charizardite. Big Root, no, I want that. Protector, I think, evolves... I want to say Porygon 2 into Porygon Z? Or it could be Electabuzz into Electivire. Not really sure. So I don't want to sell any of these items that I can't just buy back. Big Nugget. 10,000. Alright, that got us a lot closer. But not quite close enough. We could sell some of our heal items, I guess. Iron. That should get us a decent amount, yeah. Do we have any more things like that? We have a protein. Those are the big ticket items we really need to sell, but unfortunately we don't have too many of them. And I really don't want to sell items I've already bought, because that means I should have just not bought them in the first place. Ooh, PP upsells for a lot. I'm really tempted, but no, I'm not going to sell those. Maxi Elixir. Those are 1,000. Wow, this is tough. We can't sell these. What about berries? They only sell for 10 apiece, so I could sell all of them for 100,000. I don't want to sell my Heart Scale. I'm not going to get much for it anyway. So, Big Pearl? That sold for a lot. Okay. We're getting close. We're definitely getting close. You know what? Let's go ahead. See, I want to do more trainer battles and get more money, but I feel like the only place to do trainer battles... 100 now. Oh, Waterstone. Sell that. Is to go to that ice cave area. And to do that, I feel like it would only make sense... Oh ho, Star Piece. Thank you, Star Pieces. That's what we needed. Alright. I was about to say the only way to do that would be to have warm clothing. Or it would make sense to only have warm clothing. I'm sure you can go in wearing anything. Alright, so we have sold off half of our stuff to buy clothing, which is not a practice I would recommend in real life. Or even in video games for that matter. But I kind of want to RP this a bit, so... Let's go back to the super fancy, super expensive boutique. When in Kalos, right? And we'll grab ourselves a nice, warm, fluffy jacket. And be nice and warm as we head into into the freezing cave, something like that. Frost freezing path, whatever it was called. Alright, you guys win this time. I will buy your expensive jacket. I think if you're stylish enough, you can actually get discounts, but we are obviously not that stylish yet. Okay. We get a plaid shirt, but that's not really going to keep us warm. Neither will this zipped shirt. Down jacket. That looks nice and warm. They only have black, but I kind of like black, so let's go with that. And I can't really afford to buy anything else, so that's going to be all there is. Alright, I wonder if I should... Do I have... I wish I had a pair of, like, black pants, but I don't think I do. So I think we're going to have to go with this for now. Alright. And it will be 120,000. It's all my money. So expensive. I'm glad they have, like, a money sink in this game, though, because that was something previous games were definitely lacking. I know that one game added, like, that resort you could buy. I think it was Diamond and Pearl. You could kind of decorate it, but not really. Because you had to place the items exactly in certain locations. I really enjoyed the secret bases in Generation 3. I hope those are back again. Because being able to make your own custom secret base, that was a lot of fun. Alright guys, you're probably tired of watching me clothing shop. I know I am definitely tired of clothing shopping. Time to do some more Pokemon battling, and we are going to go to Frost Cavern in order to do that. And as we have a Fire type and a Steel type on our team, so they will definitely have an advantage over Ice types, if that is indeed what we're facing there. Who's up front? Is it Caleb still? It is. Level 47, but let's keep him there a little while longer. Get him to maybe 48 or 49, and then I'll switch things up a bit. Round and round we go. It's a cool bridge, in more ways than one. Frost Cavern. Hello, hiker. Gotta get some of our money back. I probably should give some of my Pokemon an Amulet Coin, but I'd rather they be more powerful than earning me more money. Vibrava. Vibrava is the evolved form of Trapinch, even though they look nothing like each other. There's another Pokemon that looks nothing like its evolution. I know we were talking about that a little while ago. And Vibrava, evolves from Trapinch, and in turn evolves into Flygon. Vibrava, like Flygon, is ground and dragon type. And we are paralyzed by Dragon Breath. Oh, and it's actually hailing here. But I don't have any ice type Pokemon. At least not yet. So, all of my Pokemon would be hurt by the hail. We're just going to have to deal with it. Alright, one Iron Head is all it took to wipe out Vibrava. I'm going to use like a P.E.K.K.A. Bear after this to get the paralysis off of Caleb. Let's see, berries, and we have, that's poisoning. Do I have any paralysis berries? I have a Lumberry, but I want to plant that and grow more berries with it. I think I do have paralyzed heals. Yep, got 4 of them. Perfect. And can we go anywhere here? Oh, we can go down the waterfall. That could be fun. Alright, Art. I know the water's cold. Sorry, buddy. I definitely hate swimming in cold water, and I'm sure he does too. Being an amphibian and all. I can't go down the waterfall. Maybe you can only go down waterfalls if you have a waterfall? That's interesting. I think in most games you can always go down waterfalls, you just can't go back up. Hey look, a sky battle. Which we also cannot do. A Mamoswine. Interesting. Could this be, I don't know, an important person? Is something wrong in the Frost Cavern, Mamoswine? Swear, swear. Are you headed to the Frost Cavern, trainer? This Mamoswine here usually can't get enough of giving people rides on Route 17, but these days it seems too worried about something in the Frost Cavern to give rides. Mamoswine is a Pokemon that loves cold climates, so maybe it has sensed something amiss in the Frost Cavern. You are? My name is Trevor. I'm researching the distribution of Pokemon in the Kalos region at Professor Sycamore's request. I see. So that's why you're walking out to the Frost Cavern then. Mamoswine seems concerned about something over there, so be careful. I will, thank you. What are you going to do, Cam? I'm going to prepare for my expedition. Oh, good Mamoswine. It's a cool Pokemon. I'm really glad they gave Piloswine evolution in Gen 4, because, Sky Battle. I would, but, yeah, I don't want to battle with, Chatot. But, yeah, Mamoswine is, definitely a powerful Pokemon. I think he's kind of slow. A Painter? Wonder if he has more Smeargles, or if he has a more interesting Pokemon at this point. He has a Smeargle. Disappointing, but it should be an easy win because Smeargle has fairly low stats. And of course it is hailing. He is faster, going to use Air Slash on me. Not very effective though. I like that Trevor is organizing an expedition to go into the icy parts of Kalos. I was reading not too long ago about the explorers that got to Antarctica and the South Pole for the first time. It was really interesting. And there were 2 explorers. I think one was Dutch and one was British. And Amundsen was the Dutch guy's name. Oh, no biking or roller skating in here. The other guy had a common name, but I can't remember. It was like Brown or something. Oh, it's a Bergmite. That evolves into Avalugg, which is my theory for what the 8th gym leader might be using. But that's totally just a hunch based on the town name. So we'll see. But I think of the 2, if the expeditions could not have been more different. Amundsen's was very well put together and very well organized and run, and the other guy's was just kind of a mess. And the other guy had actually been traveling in the Antarctic quite a few times before, and had made it progressively closer and closer to the South Pole, and was preparing a big expedition to hopefully finally make it all the way to the pole itself. Hey look! Doublade versus Doublade. Battle of the Doublades. That should be fun. I'm 1 level higher. Will I be faster? That's what it really comes down to. No, the other Doublade was faster than Caleb. That's unfortunate, because now its defenses are really high. But Amundsen, who is also a pretty famous explorer, he set out on his own expedition and actually managed to beat the other guy there. And he left a note right at the South Pole that let his rival know that he had been there first. Night Slash does not get stabbed, so Shadow Claw is better, but will it be better enough? It will. That was a close match. Good job, Caleb. You are clearly the superior Doublade. Level 48. And unfortunately, the other guy and his expedition all perished on the way back. Whereas I'm pretty sure Amundsen and his men all made it successfully. So it goes to show you the value in being prepared and being smart about how you do things. And the Antarctic station there is actually named after both of those 2 men. Alright, so we have some ice skating by the looks of it. I've always enjoyed the ice puzzles in these games. I know a lot of people don't like them because they can be confusing at times, but that makes it fun. And it's a Piloswine, the unevolved form of Mamoswine. Starts out as a Swinoob, evolves into Piloswine, and then into Mamoswine. Did any of you guys play Pokemon Stadium 2 back in the day? Or any of the Pokemon Stadium games? Those were a lot of fun, but I remember... Actually, probably the most fun I had in those games, as much as I loved battling in them, was just doing the mini-games with my friends and my cousins. And there was one where you had to deliver presents as a Delibird. Delibird's Delivery, it was called. And there were these Swinoob that would come out and just slam into you and make you drop all your presents. It was the most hilarious thing ever. I remember for a while my friends and I would always an insult use the phrase, "Go get hit by a Swinoob," or "I hope you get hit by a Swinoob." So that makes me think of that mini game. But Swinoob is a ground and ice type, the only line of them in the game, I'm pretty sure. And Swinoob evolves into Piloswine, which in turn evolves into Mamoswine. So this is not a good matchup for us, because Raichu is fast, and as you can see, it is also very powerful. So, unless it does something stupid, we're probably going to faint in the next attack. Nope. I thought about switching, but sometimes trainers are stupid, and do not always choose the best move. Alright, let's send out Wayne. Since being a grass type, he will resist electric type's attacks. And we can try our new move, Hornleech. Raichu is of course faster, but Hornleech will heal off some of the damage of that Thunderbolt. As long as we don't get paralyzed, we should be fine. There we go. Worked like a charm. And a critical hit as well. That's probably good, because I'm not sure if a regular hit would have one-hit KO'd Raichu. And Marowak. Marowak is a ground type. So one Hornleech should definitely take it out. The downside to Hornleech is that it only has 10 power points. Wow, really? It lived through that. That's impressive. Seed Bomb has, I think, 15. Alright, goodbye Marowak. And Wayne's getting there. A Golduck, which is a water type. And another one of those water lines from Generation 1 that I had actually forgotten about. Let's use Hornleech. So Golduck's ability would have stopped the weather if we were outside, but because we're in the cave, it's not actually hailing in here. And would you look at that? Wayne starts off with just as much health as he started the battle with. Thanks to good old Hornleech. And we defeated Ace Trainer Neil. Very nice. Onward we go. Oh, we probably should have gone the other way first. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything. Because you never know... Oh, that's just another pathway. Alright, well let's go to this one first then. Since we're here. Dead end. Should have known. It's another Piloswine. Oh, we have Art up first now. We might have to revive Caleb. Although actually, he's got a couple levels under his belt. I might just switch the Lucky Egg to another Pokemon. How about Lana, since she is a fire type? She'll be good against the ice types here. Alright, so let's give him... Spell Tag, I think it was called. And we will give the Lucky Egg to Lana. Oops. Well, we'll switch her too. And then we'll give her the Lucky Egg. Alright, perfect. And we'll get her some good experience so she can gain a couple more levels. I feel like there's got to be an item here. Yep, there was. A Dire Hit. Not what I was hoping for, though. Anything else here? No, I guess not. There's a Pokemon here, though. A Haunter. Interesting. Didn't think there'd be any ghost types in here. Well, we have Crunch. Let's go for Crunch, actually. Because I believe Haunter has very low physical defense. Also known as just defense. He does, but not quite enough. Luckily, Lana is immune to Shadow type attacks. Or Shadow type attacks. Ghost type attacks, I should say. Like Shadow Sneak. Got a decent chunk of XP for that, for being a wild Pokemon battle. Sometimes in older games, when I used to like train inside like Victory Road before I battled the Pokemon League, because that would get boring after a while, I used to pretend that the cavern was like an icy floor like this. Just because, you know, it doesn't matter where you run in those caves. You just have to run to find wild Pokemon. Let's try this way. Hey, we made it. Told you I'm good at puzzles. This guy is part of a hiker family, he says. A long line of hikers. Relicanth. So this is a water and rock type. And that's going to be bad for Lana, so let's actually switch back to Wayne again. Always bringing out good old Wayne in a pinch. But the only one of her attacks that would even be evenly effective against Relicanth is Crunch. And I don't think it would do much damage. Normally against a water type I could just use Sunny Day, and that would even the playing field by quite a bit. But Relicanth, as you can tell, also has some rock type attacks. So Sunny Day would not defend Lana against them. But Hornleech is 4 times effective, and it was a one-hit knockout. Let's see who his second Pokemon is. Level 46, there we go. A Rhydon. Alright, Rhydon is also doubly weak to grass types. He does have really good defense, but I think this is still going to be a knockout. I was right. Go, go, go. Always reminds me of like Inspector Gadget. Like when he used to be like, go, go, Gadget, helicopter helmet thing. Whatever he had. That's what I feel like whenever I say go, go, goat. Now where do we go? We can go this way. It's over here. A Karate Master by the looks of it. I'm going to fight him, but I don't know how this is going to go. Because Lana is part normal type, which is, of course, weak to fighting types. Scrafty. I think we'll be okay against a Scrafty, though. Oh no, wait, Scrafty's the evolved form. Alright, so this could be a little difficult, but even so, I don't think Scrafty is that good. Let's see how much a Flamethrower does. It is a male, though, so this probably will not defeat it. Wow, that did actually a lot less damage than I thought. And High Jump Kick is going to hurt. Wow, okay. That did not go as well as I had hoped. Oh, and it has Moxie, which means every time it faints on my Pokemon, it does more damage. Now this would be the perfect opportunity to bring in Caleb. But Caleb is unconscious right now. He is on ice, you might say. So let's see how Art does against this fighting and dark-type Pokemon. The enemy trainers are actually starting to get really powerful now. We have Ace trainers, we have Pokemon with, or trainers with evolved Pokemon. And High Jump Kick is incredibly powerful, as you guys can tell. That's +1 attack coming off of a 130 base power move with Stab. That's not good. He now has +2 base power, and we are down to our last Pokemon. I really should have revived Caleb a while ago. Alright, Go-Go buddy, it's all up to you. Now, I really hope I'm faster, because if I'm not, we are in big trouble. Wayne is faster. Good, that's a big relief. Luckily, Scrafty is not that fast. Because if he could get up a +2 High Jump Kick, even against Wayne, that would have done a lot of damage. And Throw, another bulky fighting type. So this could be hard. Let's use Leech Seed. I'm going to try to play it cautious here. And see how this goes. Storm Throw. I don't know what that does. A lot of damage, apparently. It was a critical hit, though, so at least it shouldn't do as much damage in future attacks. Unless Storm Throw is one of those moves that builds power every time you use it. It's very possible. I'm going to use good old Horn Leech. Should do some damage to him, heal some health back. Yeah, Throw is a pretty good defensive Pokemon. Revenge. I think that does more damage if you go second, and he obviously went second there. Between Leech Seed and Horn Leech, we're going to be okay health-wise. I could use Synthesis. I probably should use Synthesis. I'm a little worried about a critical hit, though. So let's go with Horn Leech. I mean, even worst case scenario, if he defeats me and then Leech Seed defeats Throw, we still have a couple Pokemon left to win the battle. But it didn't come down to that. We ended up defeating Throw, and I really like Horn Leech. The hurdles in finding love are so high. Yeah, I wouldn't go looking for love in an ice cave. Not exactly the most romantic place in the world. Although, I don't know. It is kind of nice, I guess. Alright, we are going to definitely use some of those revives, though, and heal our Pokemon team, which is not looking so good right now. They've had a bad time on this route. Alright, Medicine, Revive. Glad we bought extra revives. Alright, all healed up. And let's use some of those Oran Berries. Can I click and drag? No. Only heals 10 apiece. But I do have tons of them. This is why I definitely would not mind finding some citrus berries, because they heal 30 health apiece, and would be a lot faster. It's too bad you can't plant berry juice in the ground and grow more berry juice. Alright, that's good. And actually, I'm going to leave Wayne there, because he can heal himself, so that's not as much of a priority. And Lana's still up in the lead, right? Yeah. I'm going to try to avoid... Oh, it's a duo. Didn't avoid that person. Is it a Psychic, maybe? I think I see another one of those Bronze and Brains duo up ahead. Sawk. Will it be... Actually, Sawk are all male, I think. So even though it's a female trainer, she'll probably have a male Pokemon. She does. Alright, well, this is not good. A lot of fighting type users in this cave. Maybe putting up Lana in the front was not a good choice. I'm actually really surprised it didn't do more damage. Even against a male type Pokemon, or a male Pokemon. I'm gonna hope for a crit here. Oh, it's faster, or speed tie, I guess. Oh, sorry, Lana. This is clearly not your fight. All right, Caleb. Time to show these fighting types a thing or two. Let's see what moves Salk knows against a ghost type. Payback. He actually does know a move that's good against ghost types. Way to show me. Luckily, he doesn't get stabbed from that move. And Caleb has really good defense. And I believe he's also holding... No, he's holding the spell tag now, right. Oh, I should have used Aerial Ace. It's super effective. Oh well, too late. Luckily, Shadow Claw was still more than enough to defeat Salk. And Salk is the ability Sturdy, so it would have taken 2 hits no matter what. Mienshao, another very good fighting type Pokemon. Those of you who watched my, I was going to my previous Let's Play. It wasn't really a Let's Play. My previous Pokemon series, Pokemon White 2, knows that I trained a Mienshao, and they are very fierce competitors indeed. This one knows Rock Slide, which is not very effective against Caleb, but it does have that flinch chance, which is really annoying. Alright, good job, Caleb. Another tough fight here. These enemy trainers are really keeping us on our toes. Once again, we're going to use a revive. I'm just going to go for some Moo Moo Milk at this point, though. Or some Super Potions. I keep saying Moo Moo Milks, but I really mean, of course, fresh water. As much as I don't want to, I really think we might have to switch Lana out for another Pokemon. Let's explore down here first. Whoa! Alright, that's a dead end. How about over here? Dead end. That leaves only one choice. Well, no, it leaves 2 choices. Let's try this one first. Oh, there's an item there. Probably something good. Not TM, though. Max Repel. Wasn't that good. So far, at least, I've really enjoyed this cave, though. What's down here? I feel like it's fairly large and there's a lot to explore. Who's this person? A skier, maybe, or something? Oh. She restores my Pokemon. I'm really glad she's here. Make a bivouac in the Frost Cavern and take a rest. I don't know what that means. Hyper Potion. There's another no skating or cycling sign. Which probably means, yep, we're by an exit. Let's fight this trainer first, though. Or let's face a wild Pokemon first. Hey, it's a Beartic. Ice-type Pokemon, based on polar bears. Now we're in good shape. This is a female Beartic. Flamethrower is super effective. Lana is really in her prime here. And a critical hit. Way to go, Lana. See, I was hoping we'd fight like some skiers here, or people using Ice-type Pokemon. Ethers are so rare, I can never bring myself to use one in battle. I am the exact same way. I think I met my soulmate. Is this how I came in? Like... It is! That's the way I came in. Haha. Well. Silly me. Alright. So, I feel like we haven't explored the whole cave yet, though, have we? There's gotta be more to it than that. Let's see. Try going this way. Yeah, that's how we went last time. And have we gone up here yet? No, we have not. Ice Heal. Might be useful in this cave, or it would be if there were more Ice-type trainers. That kind of makes me think, though, because there aren't any Ice-type trainers here, there might be an Ice-type gym up ahead. One of the next 2. Piloswine. I'm also not going to use Repel here just because these Pokemon actually seem like they're pretty good, and that means they're going to be good experience for Lana. This is a really good place to train like your Fire-type Pokemon, or even your Rock-type or Steel types. Also, I did look up Ice types. I don't know why I was thinking they had 5 weaknesses. They only have 4. I think I'm thinking of Rock types, which have 5 weaknesses. Fighting, Grass, Water, Steel, and Ground. Yeah, I was thinking of Ice types, or Rock types rather. Alright, here we go. People say it doesn't matter if you win or lose, but of course everyone wants to win. You know what? I don't think this is a Brain and Brawn couple. Oh, maybe it is. He said Grumpig. That's a Psychic type. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Aoin and Wolf. Grumpig and Hariyama. 2 Generation 3 Pokemon. Grumpig is another Pokemon I've always kind of wanted to train, but never had a chance to. He's not super good, but he's alright. Unfortunately, Lana and Art don't really make a good combo. And both of their Pokemon are male, which is also not great for Lana. But I'm going to give it a try, and... Ooh, this is going to actually be... Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to play it smart here. I'm going to switch into Charmander, and use Surf, which I know is going to knock out Charmander. But it does mean that the Surf will not hurt any of my other Pokemon. And it means that none of my other Pokemon take damage either. Although it might mean that Art takes double damage now. Didn't think of that. Alright, that might not have been the brightest move, but we're going to see. Wake Up Slap. I think Art can take a Wake Up Slap. I was apparently wrong. That's right! Art is part Dark type now. I forgot about that. Alright, Caleb and Wayne, it's going to be up to you guys. But I think we're still going to be okay. Yeah, making, or gaining the Dark type is definitely nice because it means when I teach him a Dark type attack eventually, he'll get stabbed from that as well. But, unfortunately, it also gives him some weaknesses and some resistances. Let's use Shadow Claw against Grumpig, because it's super effective, and Horn Leech against Hariyama. A lot of slow Pokemon on the field. Looks like Go-Goat is the fastest of them. That's the end of Hariyama. And Caleb is level 49. And so is Wayne. Right now, these two are definitely doing really well. It's funny how which Pokemon are my best at any given time seems to change by the route. Grumpig is healed to full. So that might make this take an extra turn. Nope. 1 Shadow Claw was all it took. Good job, Caleb. Alright, we defeated the couple. Brains and Brawn, Aoin, and Wolf. We'll have to make it back to that healing girl at some point. Luckily, I think we defeated all the trainers in the cave. At least all the ones I've seen so far. So is this really the entire cave? Maybe this is it. I mean, you can maybe surf some other locations. I think we've been over here, right? This just takes us back here. I'm going to use a... Well, let's use a robot. No, oh, Lana's okay. I forgot about that. I switched out Lana, so she's still fine. Yeah, I guess that's it, folks. Oh, that was not where I meant to go. Alright, well. Let's do this puzzle one more time. So it'd be nice if the cavern was like a little bit larger. Like, it's still one of the larger caves we've been to. Or at least appears to be. But I don't know. I feel like it's missing like a really good... Like, there should be something that's really good here. Like a Never Melt Ice, or a really good TM maybe. Maybe the TM for Ice Beam or Blizzard. We fought her, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That was the battle girl. I mean, is there anywhere to go surfing? Can we go surfing? We can. But we can't go up any further that way. Uh-oh, we might have some water types in here. Oh, it's a Floatzel. That's cool. Generation 4 water type Pokemon. I'm going to run away though, because this is not a good type matchup. It'd be cool if you could find like Dugongs and Cloysters and all in here, or even Lapras. Aha! I knew there had to be more to this cave. Well, I didn't know it, but I'd hoped for it. That's really cool. Ah, I wonder if this is where you evolve Eevee into Glaceon in this game. That would make sense. Icy Rock, what does that do? I'm not familiar with this item. Is it kind of like Never Melt Ice, maybe? Or maybe it evolves an Ice-type Pokemon when you trade them? Not really sure. Oh, it extends the duration of... Okay, I have heard of this item. Right. If Pokemon uses Hail while holding it, the Hail lasts for 8 turns instead of 5. Alright, other than that, nothing too interesting down here. Again, I was kind of hoping for a Never Melt Ice, which we can't use, but it would have been cool to have. Or a TM for Ice Beam or Blizzard, which we might have been able to use. Let's see who we ran to this time. Another Piloswine. Or Piloswine, I guess is the correct way to pronounce it. And it's a female, which is always good for Lana's ability. I see some stones beneath the water, but I think they're probably just for effect. Or maybe you can dive and get them? That'd be cool. Regardless, we don't have dive yet, and this is as far as we can go. You know, it'd be really cool if there was a place you can get to in one of these areas, but only by surfing to get onto the ice field. That would have been a cool puzzle. Maybe frustrating, but cool, and no pun intended there. Alright, well, let's heal up our Pokemon. Oh, there is a little area up north there. I think I missed that before. Alright, let's switch out our Pokemon. I'm not going to switch the Lucky Egg, but I do want to switch to a Pokemon that'll be good against this guy's. Oh. Oh. I thought maybe he wasn't a Pokemon trainer when we avoided the battle, but I was wrong. Alright, this should be an easy battle though, because Graveler is doubly weak to water, and I imagine most of his Pokemon will be at least singly weak to water. Grass Knot would actually do a lot of damage as well, since Graveler is a very heavy Pokemon. Oh, it knows Sturdy in this generation, or it has Sturdy as its ability, I should say. Didn't know that. Alright, Art's speed has fallen. At least it didn't use Explosion, or even Self-Destruct. That would have been bad. I always hate fighting Pokemon with those moves, because they always use it at the worst times. And they faint, but your Pokemon faints as well. So then you get no experience from it, which is kind of the whole point of battling Pokemon. Let's try Grass Knot. Yep, if it wasn't for Sturdy, that would have been the end of Graveler. Of course, that was a critical hit. But even so, I don't think it really mattered. Even after 2 speed drops, Art is still faster. That's how fast Greninja is and how slow Graveler is. I think speed might actually be Greninja's best stat. Carbink! We have a Carbink. Remember Carbink? I think Carbink has been sitting in our box for a while now. But if we ever need Flash again, we will certainly give him another time to shine. Alright, that wasn't too tough. Although it was tougher than I thought, I will admit that. I probably should have healed Art, but whatever. I'm going to put Lana in the lead again. It's funny, I wish this cave was longer, and I got my wish. Oh, that's not good. Alright guys, this might be a 2-parter. Haha. Well, after this Pokemon battle. Unfortunately, we still have Lana up in the lead, and despite being an Ice Cave, that's very misleading, because it's hard to find a Pokemon that would be worse here than a Pyroar, since it's Normal and Fire, which are the 2 types that don't seem to be good in this cave. Now, Probopass, luckily, is not only one of the funniest looking Pokemon in the game, it is a Steel and a Rock type, so at least Fire will be evenly effective against it. Unfortunately, if it knows any Rock type attacks, I could be in trouble. And it is a male, so that doesn't help any. Discharge. It's an electric type move, it's not especially powerful, and Probopass does not get stab. Sandstorm, I don't think this Probopass really knows what it's doing. I will say, though, its animations are actually really cool. I love that they took time to animate a Pokemon that you probably don't see very often and are very unlikely to train on your own. Oh, didn't quite finish it off. Power Gem. See, if Probopass would have been smart, or if this hiker would have been smart and would have used Power Gem 3 times in a row, instead of using Discharge and Sandstorm and trying to be all fancy, he would have won this matchup. But as it is, he played dumb, and so Lana and I have prevailed. Alright, he's getting a Cold Sweat. Probopass can use Magnapult to provide heat, I think. Yeah, not sure if that's how that works. Alright guys, well hopefully you have enjoyed, what's it called? Frost Cavern? Frost Cave? Something like that. But I'm going to end the episode here, so if you want to see the rest of it, then you're going to have to stay tuned. It's been a pretty exciting episode 23, and I will see all of you in episode number 24.